Eric Hinske of the Atlanta Braves, a team won 5 straight, lost yesterday. And, Eric, we'll get to you individually in a second, but I want to ask you about the team. What has been the biggest difference from the part of April where they had that losing streak to where you guys have changed it around and gone 15-7 since?
I would say we're hitting, pretty much. We were in that 9-game skid, and nobody was hitting together, really. We were getting guys on base from time to time, but could never get that big hit. We'd leave the bases loaded or guys on second and third quite a bit. So, we've always had good pitching this whole year. Our bullpen and our starters have been real good, and, now we're starting to hit as a team and getting those timely hits.
Yeah, Eric, this is Eric Mack, CBS Sports fantasy writer. When is the last time you felt this good at the plate? You're on such a roll right now. You've been valuable to so many fantasy rosters.
I don't know. Probably back in '08 with Tampa, I was playing a little bit in right field and was feeling kind of good, getting some regular playing time in right field. But I gotta give credit to Bobby Cox for just running me out there. It makes all the world of difference when you can play on a consistent basis and get those regular at bats. And I'm just trying to go out there, have good professional at bats, and hit the ball hard.
Yeah, I got this mantra that I've adopted. Sluggers notoriously do 50% of their damage in 25% of the season. It looks like this percent of the season is your 25%. Do you buy into that mantra? Is that something as a batter I gotta make my nuts now because there's going to be some cold stretches coming?
Well, it's not all going to be. You're not going to be hot the whole year. You gotta try to stay up on top as long as you can. There's going to be a little downtime. The bottom line, I think, is consistency. I think that's a pretty cool mantra you came up with there. I guess that could make some sense, but we try not to think of it like that. We just try to keep rolling. When it's going good, you just keep going out there and rolling out there.
Yeah, you try to psych yourself out a little bit, not go into those mantras. Hey, man, it's Orestes. Good. Thanks for stopping by with us. Listen, I'm really happy. Because one of our favorite guys, you just mentioned, Bobby Cox, is actually going to be going to the World Series this year, obviously, because you have been in the World Series the last 3 years, and you've won twice, but you've been appearing at it, and I've been covering you and seeing you over there. Well, I know that's a difficult task, but talk to me about Bobby Cox and what he brings to the table to all these young kids, and everybody raves after they've gone through the Cox system, whether it's as a player or as a manager to be like a Freddie Gonzalez. What does Bobby Cox bring to the table?
He's unbelievable, really. I mean, you hear so much about him before you get there, and it's pretty crazy. Like when he walks in a room, he commands so much respect. Everybody knows he's there. It's a really cool feeling. It's almost like he's like Tony Soprano or Don Corleone or something. He doesn't really say much, but he has everybody else doing everything for him. It's awesome. So he's a great player's manager. The number one thing with him is communication. He always lets you know the situation. He comes up to you every day to make sure and says, "Hi, how's it going?" And just lets you know the situation. Hey, you're not going to play today because this guy's throwing. You're going to be in the next 3 days. Whatever it is, he just always makes you feel comfortable. And you never hear a bad word about him because of the respect he gives the players and the respect he gives back. So it's awesome. It's a really good situation for myself to be here in his last year, just to get to know the guy and see how a good organization is run like the Braves and be with him.
And get to the World Series, as Orestes pointed out. Eric, we'll get you out here on this. You're not necessarily a small guy by any means. When you're next to Jason Heyward, do you feel a little bit more on the miniature side?
Oh my God, this guy's a beast. He's unbelievable. I don't believe he's 20. I think he's like 40. He looks like Greg Oden. Dude looks like 40. It's insane. He's hits the ball so hard. I'm telling you, this guy might be one of the best you see come along for a while. So
right.
Get him on your fantasy team. He's a stud.
Any comparisons that you come up? I mean, obviously, a lot of people saying a left-handed, Albert Pujols, or obviously Ryan Franklin. Ryan Howard. Excuse me. But any comparisons? You've been around a while now.
My comparison is he hits the ball like Cliff Floyd. You remember how hard Cliff Floyd used to hit the ball?
Yes. Yeah.
But he kind of looks more like Carl Crawford body, but he hits the ball like Cliff Floyd,
Yeah, that's doubly dangerous. One last question for you, Mr. Hinske. You're going to be playing outfield every day right now, but has the team, Bobby Cox or anyone, give you an inclination that you might be a full-time player even when Matt Diaz comes off the DL?
They really haven't said anything. They just, I take the approach to prepare the same way every day. They haven't really said I'm going to start playing against lefties or anything, but I'm getting in there against righties right now, so I just put playing a little first base when Troy needs a day off. Troy glossed, and then been playing left field, and actually got a little time at third a little earlier in the year when Shipper went down or something. I don't know. So, I mean, I just go out there and do what they tell me. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
All right.
Stay hot, buddy.
Eric, thank you so much. Continued success throughout the rest of the season for you and the Atlanta Braves.
All right, man. Thanks for having me.
All right, Eric Hinske, guy you
Good guy.
know very well
Yeah,
from
yeah.
time with the Rays.
Yeah.